I'm also thankful to God for this organization. Lives are changing, people are leveraging on this opportunity. I saw people's testimonial on the group. I'm not happy why all of you have not done your 1-minute video. And when I do the closed door meeting tomorrow, you'll now be saying it's not good. We all had agreement now. You remember? We are yet to post ours. Yes, now. When an instruction is given, you do it immediately. Doing it tomorrow might not make any sense for some of us who have done it before. I had to do my own in my office. I had to get my team to do my own video myself. So it's not something for, it's for everybody. You do it, it's a sign of teamwork. It's a sign of teamwork. And it makes a lot of sense. I'm happy. Look at this over 60-year-old woman sharing that testimonial. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. So it's phenomenal what we have. It's phenomenal what we have. I have mine, but yet to be added to PATG IML. Who did your registration? Who did your registration, Tai? Who did your registration? Okay, so chat up with Wale tonight to add you. If you have done your videos, you need to post it. You need to post it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's go. Let's go ahead. Super excited. Super excited. Sir, I can understand charts like you. Or how can I understand charts like you? Spend, great. You have to spend quality time on Go Live. We have over 30 mentors that focuses on chart trading. Christopher Derrick is there. Stevenson Linder is there. A lot of them are there. Spend great time on quality time. Let's wave. Let's wave. These are people who are master of charts. You can do a lot for yourself then. Yes, with past videos too. Okay, guys. Let's spend some quality time on the vibrator tonight. on the ECC 11. So you log into your back office and add this tool to it, okay? You add this tool to it. This vibrator is a scalping strategy. The ECC 11 is a scalping strategy. And there are several other scalping strategies here. You can spend time and go through the strategies one after the other. Guys, a lot of stuff here in IM Mastery Academy, a lot. Some strategy here, I've not even checked them before. But guys, we have a lot of strategy here. So, but we have zoned it down to, we have zoned it down to Dr. Kati, ECC 11. And once you do that, you save after selecting. So it comes up and you're good to go. So this is it. We don't use M5 because I'm a student that makes people, I'm a good system trader, so I don't expect you to be sitting on the system 5 minutes. And guess what? Today, we almost took this euro. How many of you are on the live trading section today? We almost picked this trade this morning. You remember why we didn't pick it? Who was on the call this morning? Great. Tell me one reason why we didn't pick it if you're in the class. We didn't pick it. Okay, Luagbeminga said it did. Fantastic. It was weak. So somebody said I picked it on demo and it did 10 pips. Okay, don't do it on live. Oh. The only reason was because there was no volume in the market. And I've told you that the first thing you ought to do is to check the news event for the day. You check the news event for the day. And this is the news event for today. Let's check the one for Monday. So there is no news event on Monday. The next one is Tuesday. So we have AUD pair news for 1 a.m. on Tuesday. And after that, you have GBP 9:30. So we're going to be careful on this on Tuesday. But before that time, once you have an hour, if you understand the event for the day, you also want to spend some quality time to know the pair that have strength. If you're on this call with me tonight, type in strength. You want to be aware of the currencies that have strength. Not because you feel like trading, that's why you are trading, but you are trading because you want to follow the sentiment in the market. This is used for sentiment, and it is not for you to use this as a trade, it's not for you to use this as a decision to pick a trade in the market, but you're going to be using this as an indicator for you to be able to know the currency pairs that are weak and they are strong. But once you have that understanding, the vibrator will call some alerts for you here. And once the alert are called, all you need to do is to check the time that it was called and also check the price when it was called. So the price that this trade was called was 1.4568. $1.4568. That was when this trade was called. Now, when this trade was called, you have to check 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, and daily to be sure they are all below the cloud. So let's go to 15 minutes. I told you that from the first day that this is the cloud. Now, is the market below the cloud or above the cloud? Everybody on the call. 15 minutes, is it above the cloud or below the cloud? Fantastic. So because it's below the cloud, I also check on 1 hour. You can all see that it is still below the cloud. You move from there to 4 hours, you can see that this is in the cloud. Let's go to daily. You can see that it is below the cloud. So what does this mean? It means I can go in for 10 pips because every other one is below the cloud except the 4 hours, which is in the cloud. So this is a high probability trade. All I need to do is to wait for the candle to close under the red. And we can all see that the candle has closed below the price. I want to be sure also that the euro is weak and the card is strong for me to sell. Now, how many bars does euro have? Everybody on the call, how many bars does euro have? How many bar does card has? So what that means, they are closely within the range. I don't want to put my money in this kind of market because all the condition says is going down, but there is no volume. So I would rather want to trade a 4-to-1, a 5-to-1 minimum. I want to see 3 bars different. Everybody on the call, type in 3 bar difference. Type in 3 bar difference. Fantastic. So with this, it gives me an understanding of the currency pair to trade when the alert is called. So this saves me checking all the currency pair because I don't need too many trades to become a millionaire in dollars, guys. You don't need too many trades. All these sell now, buy now, sell. You don't need too many trades. You can just compound into your glory, and that's all. That's all. Sell Euro GBP. The Euro GBP fell today. One hour below the cloud, 15 minutes below the cloud, day 4 hours below the cloud, daily below the cloud. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The trade was called 6 p.m. 87, 23. 87, 23. 87, 23. Okay. So that's the recent call. And you can see that it has retraced back to that same place where it called it. What's the difference? We have 4 bar, we have 6 bar. How many difference is that, everybody? What's the difference? Fantastic. So will you put your money? Will you put your money, guys? No, that's it. So we just need to be consistent at this. Somebody said too close. Great. Great. Does this make sense, everybody? Does it make sense, everybody? If this process is clear, type in clear. We don't consider the red line reference to the blue line. Yes, there is a reference, obviously. The blue must be below the red. But we are not bothered about that because a lot of time it's below. That's why it's not apart. It's a rule that is default. Somebody is asking the blue and the red line. For a sell, the blue must be always below the red for a sell. And for a buy, the blue must be above the red for a buy. Awesome. So this is how it works, guys. Somebody say I should come again. Which part? Which part should I come again? the blue and the red line. Okay. The blue must be below the red. A lot of times it's because you've not noticed it. A lot of time is below for a sell, which must be below. Let's check for a buy. You can see that the blue is above the red line here. This was the place that the blue crossed back the red line. So the blue must be below for a sell and above for a buy. "90 days challenge. Do we only take trades that we call during the live session, sir? And we are sticking to 10 pips per trade?" No. Number one, we recommend you have 2 accounts because other analysis will resume back on Monday. Do not trade other analysis on your compounding account. For your compounding, do not trade other analysis on your compounding account. Sometimes we will tell you to take 15 pips. Sometimes we'll tell you to take 20 pips. A lot of time it is 10 pips. That is what we're going to be doing on the compounding. So when we are compounding, it's only on live session. We are not compounding anything outside. It's only on live section we are compounding. Every other trade are other analysis that should be taken on another account. Is that clear, Felix? Is it clear, sir? Okay. Was no. Was no, was not clear. Was not clear, sir. Which account are trading with? Were you on the call today, sir? Mr. Ishmael, were you on the call today, sir? Okay. So go and watch the replay of today's call. What we are saying is for the purpose of compounding, which is starting on Monday. And we recommend that you have two separate accounts, one for compounding, one for other analysis. The compounding account is only to be traded when we are on live section. That is what we said. And that's the simplicity of it. So when we resume 9 o'clock on Monday, we are only trading the compounding account. Awesome. Awesome. Very important that we have this understanding so we will not get it twisted. Very, very key. How many of us have gained value tonight? Type in 444 on the chat box if you have gained value tonight. Fantastic. So guys, our goal for these 90 days is going to be awesome. Okay, Mr. Femi said I've been vibrated. Okay now, congratulations. You need to have this tool. If you can, go ahead and have it. If you don't, you will use it when we are live. We're going to be using it when we are live. Yes. Makes a lot of sense, guys. Please, will there be a training on how to use the Excel sheet? We've done that training already. We've done the training already. Were you in class today, sir? Were you in class today, sir? Were you at the morning section today? That's the training now. There's no special training. Download the Excel and enter your account balance. I talked about it today. I talked about it on Wednesday. I've been talking about it over and over again. And I don't think there's anything out there. Yeah. Yes, you can. Treat core value. What's core value? You said on Wednesday that you will treat core value. Core value. I didn't get that. Yes. Which Telegram group are you? So tell the person that added you to the Telegram, tell. No, I didn't say I will talk about core levels. Core levels is not add now. Download it and add the currency. It's not something special. Download it. The description is there. There's nothing there. It's self-taught. Abi self-explanatory. Okay, so chat up with the person. I did your registration. We add you. Please do that tonight so that I can be added. We're ready for Monday. It's going to be a great time by God's grace. Profit Arcade trading channel is only for admins, the traders to post trade. Okay. Yes. Abio Ambrose. Yes. It's available. Okay. Okay. Yes. Oluwagbemiga Awogbami, please chat up with the person that did your registration. Let them add you tonight. Sir, I am 2 months old. If people want to subscribe through me and I give them my link, what else do I need to do? Nothing. Just send them your link. They can pay with their MasterCard. And once they pay with their MasterCard, they are in your business. So what you will do, you will get back to your upline so that they can add them also to the Telegram group for you. Anybody that you are introducing this period, make sure they are added to the Telegram group so that they can see value. Great. So guys, I'm excited because the way we're getting value, guys, people around the world are excited also about this value that they are getting. Tonight, we have our coach and mentor, Mr. Francis Chiora, in the house tonight. He will be taking us on the leadership call tonight. Sir, with great joy, we celebrate you. We celebrate who you are. We celebrate the grace of God upon your life. Thank God for who you are. A lot of people around the world recognize, and I can bear witness about this history that has been made and it's still being made. With great joy tonight, guys, help me celebrate God's gift to mankind. Mr. Francis Chiora, my coach, your coach, my mentor, your mentor, as it takes us through an experience that will always live to remember. Give it up for him. Type in 555 on the chat box. Come on, guys. Celebrate this man who has chosen, who have deemed it fit, a selfless leader, a philanthropist, a man with a heart of gold. This man has taken it upon himself that over 100,000 families must succeed. And that is how it goes, guys. Celebrate you, sir. I'm going to have you on the call tonight. We super appreciate the God's gift upon your life and the willingness to make everyone succeed. I'm sure he's joining us shortly. So I'm super glad, guys. This man has simplified the whole long troop process to be simplified for us. Sir, we celebrate you, sir. Take it away, sir.
Awesome, Mr. Mayowa. Everyone on the call, you want to celebrate this phenomenal gentleman, Mr. Mayowa Wolabi. You're on the call right now. I want you to type in 555 in the chat box. Everyone on the call, celebrate this phenomenal gentleman, a servant leader, a remarkable leader. Everyone, type in 555. Everyone on the call, type in 555. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayowa. Thank you for what you represent. Chairman 25 Loading. Jim Rohn said, service to many leads to greatness. Service to many leads to greatness. I believe strongly that the way up is by 7. The way up is by 7. So this gentleman typifies that statement by Jim Rohn. Now, if you truly want to live a greater life, you want to find people you want to help. Now, if you want to live a greater life, you want to find people you want to help. It's just the way life is molded. Guys, we're starting this call, the compounding call. Of course, it's going to start the live compounding 90-day run we're going to have. It's going to start from Monday, the 14th of October. And of course, it's going to be for trading days. So the 90 days is going to be the trading days. Monday to Friday, that's 5 days. And that Monday to Friday, 5 days. So we're going to run 90 trading days and not 90 days. So Saturday and Sunday is not included. Now, this will really help to create the excitement that we need. Inside of direct sales, inside of the industry of building, we call it the 4 E's. The 4 E's. The first E to create that level of that level that you want to get to is you create excitement. You create excitement. Like all the trades I picked up on live trade personally, of course, obeying instructions and looking at the dynamics, I did not lose one. Now, you see, understanding how, the market works, understanding, just aligning is a very key factor. I believe that everything starts with alignment. Those who obey instructions end up distinguished in life. Now, so guys, where it starts from, the 4 E's, is you create excitement, even for your business. I'm a Chairman 25. Now, it wouldn't have been possible to get here without creating excitement in the team, excitement in educating people, helping people, holding people by the hand, that excitement, creating relationship, creating a fellowship. Now, what we have inside of Profit Arcade is not just another platform, it's a family. Creating family is essential for growth. So what we do basically is to create that level of excitement, to create the family needed and a community. So it starts with excitement. Excitement eventually leads to enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Now you create the necessary enthusiasm now in the community where people are enthusiastic. They move into the point of action. When they're enthusiastic, they want to take action. You see, when somebody is at a point of excitement, and doesn't get to a different level called enthusiasm, he might not take action. Some people could be very excited, but they need to get to the point where they're enthusiastic to share the information. Now, of course, when I heard about this from my mentor, 2 years, 9 months, maybe going to 10 months now, March 2017, way back, 2 years, 9, 10 months, I was excited about it. And of course, it got to a point where I became enthusiastic about it and I could not hold back. I started sharing the information. So 4 E's. The first E is excitement. The second E is enthusiasm. The third E is exposure. Now, what I did really, really well, this is my story, guys. My story was that I was able to stay at a place where I did not hold back this information. I shared it. I remember sharing the information with Mr. Mayowa Wulabi. He was the very first person that joined our organization. Mr. Mayowa, he joined our organization. And when he joined, I remember the story when he said to me, I don't have cash right now, but I have an account I don't touch. Of course, I nicknamed the account an unspendable account. You know, the account you put somewhere by the side. So this account, I don't touch it. Right now, the amount to sign up is not here with me, but I'm game. He said, lock me in, you get the money tomorrow. And truth is that was what he did. Now, he was more excited than I was that signed him up. Because I signed up like 2 or 3 days before. I was signed up by my mentor and coach, Mr. David Imonite. He's the chairman 500. Now, I need to let you know the story so you know how this whole thing began. And of course, he signed me up. And I, 2-3 days later, invited Mr. Mayowa and about 13 other people to a presentation. Now, what you want to do when you want to explode is you launch your business. There's a saying that goes, amateurs join the business, but professionals launch a business. Amateurs join a business, but professionals launch a business. So you launch. I had about 13 people. Of course, with him, about 14. I can't remember the number. I invited everyone I knew. I invited everyone. I was inviting. I was calling. I was inviting. It's a game of numbers. There are 3 rules in the industry of direct sales. The first rule on network marketing, as it were. The first rule is that exposure is everything. Number 1 rule is that exposure is everything. Number 2 rule is the fortune lies in the follow-up. The fortune lies in the follow-up. And number 3, you work only with the willing. Number 1 rule is exposure is everything. Number 2 rule inside of network marketing or direct sales is that the fortune lies in the follow-up. So when I expose you to an opportunity, I want to know what you think about the opportunity. Sometimes a no might not be a no. A no is only, I want more information. I want more education. I want to see that this works. Now, so a no is not a no. So I had people who came in who did not join day one, but I followed up with them. I was following up with knowing where they are right now, knowing they need more information to make a decision, because some people are at a point of perception about Forex. I've made thousands of dollars trading Forex by the grace of God. I can't doubt what I can see. Now, but you want to help somebody who's outside there with a negative perception. Guys, we have a duty to reach out to other people. Now, you won't be here today. Some people did not believe enough to reach out to you. Now, of course, some of us came via radio. Some came via personal invitation. Some came via social media. Some people extended that effort to reach out to you. Now, by the grace of God, we're going to get to $1 million status or more in Forex trading. I've made thousands of dollars. I cannot wait to get to the $1 million status. I can't wait. However, we need to be deliberate. It's intentional. So the first rule is exposure is everything. Second rule is the fortune lies in the follow-up. And number 3, work with the willing. You see, if you're not willing to do this, I'm not going to coerce you. Because if I coerce you to join, I need to coerce you to stay. I need to show you the benefits. I need to show you what is in it for you. You see, this holds the future. Now, I was invited by Mr. David Imonite. I would forever remain grateful to him. In my prayers, in my heart prays for him. Guys, you see, what I've made instead of trading, instead of building, is phenomenal. And both of them work hand in hand. You see, imagine what it would take if you're able to go chairman. Now, you see, you might not get to chairman 100 status or chairman 250 status, but a chairman has a comfortable position to earn every Friday. That's about $2,500 every Friday. Now, what I do as a chairman is I pick a portion of that amount and I put in my trading account and I multiply it. I do that deliberately. So it's just sharp business sense. It's smart business sense. I'm showing people value. We are staying with them like we're doing right now to ensure you win. It's not a case of not giving value. I learned something from Jeff Robati, one of my mentors in direct sales. He said the rule is feed me and I will serve you. See, you can't give value and expect value. You cannot afford to not to give value and expect value in return. You need to be deliberate. So one of the rules is you walk with the willing. I'm not going to walk with you when you're not willing. I don't waste my time with people who are not ready. Now, when I've shown you the value, I've shown you the benefit, I've extended a hand of fellowship to help you, and you're not willing, there's no point. Some will, some won't. So what? So who's next? It's a numbers game. Some will, it's called SW, 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 SW. Some will, some won't. So what? So who's next? So, why people waste their time or don't really get to chairman status, they waste time with the wrong people. You don't want to do that. So let me get back to the 4 E's. I digress. The first E is excitement. The second E is enthusiasm. The third E, as it were, is exposure. You are showing the plan. If you're really excited about what you're doing, you see, when you see people, you have a heart to get to help them from where they are. Can I say something very quickly? The truth is, everyone can be more than where they are. Everyone in life. I don't care who the person is. Everyone has a greater thing, something greater than them. What I mean is, regardless of who you're talking about, the Forex market has 12 zeros every day, 5.3 trillion. I just saw a research I posted on a group recently. The Forex market has evolved to about 6.6 trillion USD per day. The growth is phenomenal. So everyone has a part in this market. So everyone you see is a potential client. Everyone you see is a potential prospect for your 2 and 3 to go Chairman 600, which I believe, to go Platinum 600, which I believe everyone should be able to get to. P600 is a benchmark. How do you get there? Bring in 3 people, let the 3 plug them to the system. Plug them to the system. Let them get the same excitement that you got. Naturally, I told you it's excitement, enthusiasm, exposure. Now, the 4th E is explosion. When you get your 3, plug them to the system, the live trading, plug them to the PATG, plug them to our daily training Zoom calls, plug them to our physical training meetings, plug them to every resource we have here. Make sure they are in the learning. Make sure they are there. Once you do that, that creates excitement that will lead to enthusiasm. The enthusiasm gets people to a place of action. And of course, it leads to exposure and eventually leads to explosion. So that's the 4 E's. It's remarkable. Now, guys, if you got value from that, can you type in 111? I'm going to share one last nugget, and I'm going to start giving you some information about next week. Can you type in 111? So not everyone on the call, type in 111. 111. Awesomeness. 111. Phenomenal. 111. 111. Awesome. Phenomenal. So quickly, guys, I'm going to share something else. I learned this from a young man called Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield is one of my mentors. Jack Canfield is a thought leader. He's an inspirational speaker. Jack Canfield is one of the brightest minds in life coaching globally. So in 2018, October, I was in California, and I was privileged to meet this man one-on-one. I had read him in book, Chicken Soup of the Soul, written. Of course, he wrote that book with about 2 or 3 other authors. The book he wrote with other authors, fantastic book. I've actually bought a CD one time, a training CD, if I can remember precisely. Is that Jack or somebody else or Brian Tracy? But I know I'd followed Jack in the past. So I met Jack one-on-one October 2018, and I was privileged to have a shot with Jack. Now, one of the very quotes that resonates with me about Jack Canfield is that he said in life, we are able to control only 3 things in life. Generally, as an individual, as a human being, you can only control 3 things. If you're able to master the control of these 3 things, you'll evolve and become successful in life. Now, and it has to do with trading, it has to do with building, it has to do with everything you're doing. If you're able to control 3 things, these 3 pivots, it will change your trajectory in your finances, in whatever you do, regardless. Now, but of course, trading has a way of touching every sphere of life. It will teach you patience. It will teach you discipline. It has a way of getting to teach you. So this will help us a great deal. Before I share that, I'd like to share a story. When I started building, at some point, I faced more like a gallop in my building process. And at the point, I started to begin to look at my inner self, to draw out the what eventually I desired. And at that point, I started calling out for leaders. I used to make an affirmation. I was calling out, eventually we started having the right leaders in our organization. Of course, pulling in, we started, attracting leaders. It's called the law of attraction. Now I was making my affirmation. I was positive. My thinking was right. I started repositioning my thinking, because I don't think lack, I think abundance. Now, so there are three things you can control. In life, my mentor, Mr. David, taught me, don't focus on what you cannot change. Focus only on what you can change. I'll take that again. Don't focus on what you cannot change. Focus only on what you can change. I take it, that's so powerful. I take it the last time. Don't focus on what you cannot change. Focus on only what you can change. So what are the three things you can change? Now, if you focus on these three things, I can tell you, you are ready for success. Number one, Jack said, he said every human or every individual or every personality can only change three things. Number one, you can actually change your thinking. I could choose to think abundance when there's scarcity around me. I could choose to think profit when there are losses around me. Now, life gravitates you towards your thoughts. I read, of course, the book by Napoleon Hill says, thoughts are things. Thoughts are things. They are powerful. There's no way you can think lack continuously and be in profit. It doesn't work. You cannot drive a Volkswagen in your mind and drive a Rolls Royce physically. It doesn't work. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So this 90 days and the next 180 days and the next 1 year, you want to be very intentional about your thoughts. Thoughts are things. So what I think is abundance. Because you see, we are created for more. We are created for more. You see, what we are made for more. So you want to be intentional about your thoughts, your thought pattern. So you want to erode whatever has happened in the past. The past is past. What am I going to do about the future? That I can change. I can't change the past. I can change the future. How do I change it? By changing my thoughts. Thinking abundance. Thinking plenty. Thinking possibility. That's why I love the new brand of I am. I am possible. I am abundant. I am limitless. I am powerful. I'm unstoppable. Your thinking should be that of a champion. Now, your thinking should be that of a champion. Now, you have to be very deliberate about it. Guys, this 90 days, now, because we're going to tell you what's going to happen after 90 days, because you see, this has come to stay. But however, we're cutting out in trenches. Now, 90 trading days, not 90 days, 90 trading days. It's going to be very intentional. And like by the grace of God, we are so positive. That's why you see a lot of possibility from the mouth of leaders. You can't think negative and attract positive. It's called the law of attraction. You see, like must reflect its polar opposite. In the words of Bob Proctor, like must reflect its polar opposite. Now, you can't think negative and attract positive. Your thinking must be right. I am abundant. You're thinking abundance. You're thinking plenty. Your thinking is important. That you can control. Even though I have limitations around me, even though I have scarcity around me, I choose what I think. I choose what I think. And eventually, if you can think in long enough, you'd eventually become it. Now, the second thing he said we can change in life. You can change the images you focus on. You can change the image. See, you can change the images you focus on. Mr. David had taught us this again and again. I was privileged to be in his house in Houston about 3 weeks ago in Houston. I was so privileged to be in Mr. David Imorinte's house. It was just a rare privilege. That should be my second or third time being there. So privileged. And we're privileged to also sleep in his house, my second time sleeping there. And looking through his house, I saw the picture of the next house he's going to buy. He already lives in a millionaire mansion. The house is over $1 million. He already has a Rolls Royce Cooliman. He has a Rolls Royce convertible. He has a Ferrari Spider. But this man has got to a point where he knows he's limitless. He's limitless. He's limitless. There's a place, he's here, but there's a place God called there in his mind. He's limitless. He's limitless. You see, the largest room in the world is the room of improvement. You know, some people become so complacent and comfortable. You see, your comfort zone is your broke zone. This gentleman has, of course, the pictures of the mansion. And of course, I was in his office, and he was very deliberate at this time. Was trying to educate me on something. And he told me, said, Francis, I have the picture of my jet just by my table. I have the picture of my jet. A jet is anywhere around 40 to 44 million USD. I have the picture of my jet on my table. And of course, at some point, he was trying to look for it. He didn't find it. He was surprised. Eventually, he said, this is it. I told you. Now, he keeps focusing on it. He keeps focusing on it. He keeps focusing on it. That you can change. That you can change. He has a way of working on your subconscious, because the subconscious mind knows nothing. It only obeys what you feed into it. You keep focusing on it. You keep focusing. The images you focus on. Very important. That you can change. And lastly, the actions you take. The actions you take. You took an action to be on this call tonight. It was an act. You were deliberate. So what I want you to do before the action, now see what the compounding plan is. $200. We'll have the Excel sheet posted on the group. Go there, put in your $200 and do the maths for 90 days. Write it there and say, I'm so happy and grateful now. Write the amount there that I have XYZ in my trading account by the end of 90 days. Now write it there. Remain grateful about it every day. Remain grateful about it every day. Whatever the amount is, $100, $200, $300, $500, $1,000, write it out. Write the vision, make it plain on the table. Now remain grateful. Now those images you focus on, you begin to tend toward them. It begin to move your trajectory towards that image. It doesn't matter where you are right now. Write it out. Make sure you see daily the images you focus on. And if I were you, I make those affirmations daily. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have earned XYZ amount in dollars in my trading account in 90 days. Begin to do that daily. Now, as you begin to do, you gravitate towards it. And lastly, the actions you take. You have to take the right actions. The right actions. Nothing works until you walk it. Behind every move, there's a mover. Nothing works. An object stays in a place of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless acted upon by force. Nothing works until you walk it. The universe obeys laws. Now, the biro on my table will not move the next 10 years until I lift it up. So we need to take the right actions. We need to be very deliberate about life, intentional about life. So the actions predicated by the images you focus on, which is predicated by the thoughts, your thought patterns. That's very important. People focus on the wrong things. It doesn't matter what's happening around me. I don't focus on them. I don't focus on negativity. I focus on positivity. I focus on relationships that can get me to where I want to go. I focus on connections and contact, mediums like this. People are thinking how they can change their dynamics. I was in the US September 2018, and I saw a young man who picked up $100. It was Mr. David who was in that meeting. I was there with Buki Oshinawa, Pastor Mati Abulori, Oludaya Adeni. I can't remember. I think we had Becky Kyoda in that meeting. I can't remember. Now, that meeting, I was there, and then I think Ivan Tapia was in that meeting alongside with Mr. David Imonite. And we had a testimonial of a young man who picked up $100 account from Mexico, learned the skill, and of course, the skill of foreign, and picked up $100 account and moved it to $1 million. I think in about 8 months or 9 months, I can't remember. It was Pastor Matthew was telling me the last time. Now, he was also in that meeting in maybe 8 or 9 months. $1 million USD. I like short thoughts. It stretches my mind. It stretches possibility. I don't hear stories of people who, it stretches my mind. Guys, life is too short to think small. I had a quote. He said, if it itches you, scratch it. If anything is in your mind, make sure you do before you leave planet Earth. If it itches you, scratch it. It shows something you needed to do. Now, when I hear things like that, it stretches my mind. It stretches my mind for possibility. That's what we want to focus on. Guys, what is going to happen is going to be the impossible in 90 days. So I want you to get ready for it. Your thought patterns will change. It doesn't matter where you are right now. If a Cathy Catlan can pick up a $40 account and move it to $1.3 million in 8 months, just anything is possible. What anyone can do, everyone can do. Now, guys, it's about to get really, really exciting in the house. It's about to get really explosive because we're going to be sharing testimonies. At the end of the day, God will take the glory, but everyone on the call will get to keep the cash. What we are trying to rewrite and write here are the stories of changed life. I tell you, God eventually takes the glory. We're here to share the story. I'm excited to be on the call tonight. I need to let us go. Of course, the training starts tomorrow. The flyer will be on the group. The dean himself, Mr. Mayo, will be Chairman 25 Loading, a man with a heart of gold, tireless, committed to see people win. We'll be on the call. And of course, we'll be holding hands with him on the call. The training call to get us started, which is the 90-day compounding pre-launch. Things you need to know to get started. I want to lay a good foundation for the 90-day trading plan. All the things you need to know, how to set up, how to do all that. It's important we get ready for it. What you never prepare for, you never experience. Preparation is actually the key to manifestation. I'm excited about what's about to happen in an organization. Like Mr. David would say, put God at the center of what you're doing and love people. Put God at the center of what you're doing and love people. And that is exactly our motto. That's our mantra. That is exactly what we believe inside of Prophet Arcade. That's more like what we represent. Guys, it's about to get really exciting. I tell you, God will take the glory, but we'll be here to share the story. If you're excited just like me, can you type in, let's go? Everyone on the call, if you're excited just like me, can you type in, let's go? Everyone on the call, type in, let's go. Everyone on the call, type in, let's go. Super, super excited, super elated, super grateful to God for lives that are going to change on this platform. We should live a life greater than us, touching lives of people. Then you are ready to get to the next level. Have a good night, everyone. Mr. Mayo, are you on the call, sir?
Yes, sir.
Any final words? Really excited. I'm really excited. Of course, the training starts tomorrow. The training starts tomorrow. 2-day training, Saturday and Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time, 7:30 p.m. Ghanaian time. And that's about 10:30 p.m. Kenyan time. That's 8:30 p.m. UK time. And of course, that's anywhere around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US. Over to you, Mr. Mayo.
Thank you so much. We super celebrate you. We celebrate you. Thank you so much. Guys, for everyone that have done the videos, your training is tomorrow. If you have not done the video, you need to go do it and upload it on the group. It's a done deal. 2 days classified training. See you guys tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. For everyone that have done the video, congratulations. For the ones who are here to upload, we are waiting. See you guys tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. You have a wonderful evening. God bless you. Good night, sir.
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, you are uploading your video tonight. Type in 222. You're uploading it first thing tomorrow morning. Type in 111. Type it in 222. Type in 111. For the one you're uploading it tonight, type in 222. You're uploading it tomorrow. Type in 111. On Prophet Arcade IML, we had a script on how it should be done. You send it to your WhatsApp group. You share it on all your social media. This is it. It's still here. 1 minute video. Share your experience for the 2 weeks. Share once the video is done. Send it to your friends on all social media and WhatsApp. Post on Prophet Arcade IML Telegram group. Give a brief about it, and you will be given access to tomorrow night meeting. Okay, guys. Your experience, your testimonial for the past 2 weeks. I have shared it on my social media. Fantastic. So share it on Telegram, Prophet Arcade IML Telegram group. Okay, that's fine. Just share your experiences, and we're going to be rocking and rolling, guys. See you guys tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Bye-bye.